Okay guys, I am back and welcome back. Thank you to all the new subscribers and thank you to all my returning subscribers. I think I forgot to say that in the last few videos, but I do truly appreciate you coming and hanging out with me. Okay, so this is what that one turned out to be, and I love it. I love the feel of it. It's not sticky. I guess that is one of the other things about that Antique Mod Podge, is that in my experience it has not gotten sticky at all. So yep, love that about it. Yeah, I love how these little rings turned out. Like how the little drips of coffees look. Yeah, I'm loving it. I think I might take a little bit more of the Distress ink up and through there. I haven't quite decided that yet either. But anyways, let's get started on the inside cover, and I'm going to be using the kit. I'm going to do this a little bit different since this is just regular paper. I'm going to go ahead and just like kind of attach, and then I'm going to trim around it for the outside, and then I'm going to sew this, so that'll give it a little bit extra oomph. And then I'm going to go bold, and I am going to use black on the spine, some black fabric. And we got to be careful doing that with the glues so that it doesn't seep through. You know what? I might just sew them in anyways so that it doesn't, like, you don't actually really even see that. I don't know. Let's just see where we get. And I'm going to just kind of, it's going to be a little bit wasteful, but I'm just going to go ahead and put this down so that I have all kinds of room. Oh, no, not yet, not yet. Don't stick yet. Not yet. Hold up. Yeah, there we go. Okay. Boy, that was pretty dramatic, wasn't it? Way more dramatic than it ever needed to be. And then hopefully, I'm hoping we get to the cover, or to the pockets that we're going to use, because we're going to have to collage again. Oh, wow. Do you see all those glue strings hanging out over there? They're like all over there. That's hilarious. Yep, and we might get our little Mod Podge back out here again, and do the inside cover too. Not really for sure. But what I was saying is I might go ahead and just put like one strip of glue down the middle, and then sew, actually sew the other piece on. It's been a really long time since I did that too. So yeah, lots of revisiting, I guess. Oh, and the other thing too is we have to have 13 pockets in this thing. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, I'm a little bit nervous about 13 pockets. I mean, I already got 4 kind of out of the way, right? With 2 front pockets, and then once you see, I've got a paper bag in there that we're going to use for 2 of them. So that's 4. So then I've got to kind of decide how feminine am I going to go with it. And I don't know. I have no idea. Yeah, I have been debating because I think it would look super cute with some white lace in there. Then does that ruin it, right? Okay. Okay. Looking pretty good. All right, so let's work on these pockets, and I'm going to use the offcuts of a couple of little file folders. And we're just going to make some cute little pockets here. So go about here. I don't even know what that is. So I'll just mark it, and then I'll cut several pockets like that. I think I'm going to change my mind and make 5.5. That's where we're going to go. Because then I can still put this over. Okay. Sorry, what I'm thinking is I'm going to go ahead and take this off. I am going to go to 5 because it gives me a little bit more leeway, if that makes sense. Let's see. Let's get this one. Try 1/4 of an inch first. Yep, that'll work. I'll do that one. And then we'll have to do another 5.5 inch piece. Oh wait, did we do 5 or 5.5? 5. And then I'm just going to take, it's about like that. And then I'm just going to kind of take down and then stop couple of paces in there. And then I'm just going to snip off and round out the edges. Oh, how about I do that a little bit better? A little more straight. Okay. Round it out. Let's go ahead and take that little doober off there. Does that look odd? Looks a bit odd, doesn't it? Okay, we'll save that one for later. And maybe we'll just do one straight across. How about that? Okay, we take that little doohickey off there. And then cut 5 inches here. Yep, I think that'll work. So then, cut this off. I don't know what I'm doing. We're just kind of playing, I guess. Let's cut some of that down. Okay. Now, does that matter? Yeah, I don't really like that one. I think I'm going to leave that one just how it is. And we'll just do some decorative things on it. How about that? Okay. Those two, and we'll just trash those. And then I've got some really cute vintage ephemera we're going to add to this stuff. Okay. Get this out of the way. Let's see, what are we doing with this stuff? Kind of hoping to kind of do the same thing with like we did on the front, on the covers. And we just need to do the front pockets, I think. Let's take ruler. Ruler. Okay. We're gonna do something kind of like that. And then we'll do the other front of that pocket, the other front of the pockets. Blah, 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 blah. So I'm recording a lot of these on Saturday. And so, yeah, it's been kind of weird. I think I said that in the last video that I had some spare time, or like, it's not spare, but free time to myself. Yeah, I should have done. Because I should have put that one down before I did the other one. So we'll just take some of this off. So it's still works. Oh, and I had soup a little while ago, and it's like not agreeing with me. Like, it tasted really good going in, but it's kind of barking now. And I don't even think it was a soup. I think it was the bread I ate with it. It's been a while since I have carb loaded like that, and it was kind of a heavy bread. It was a ciabatta, or Is that what they call it? Ciabatta? It's like one of Bo's favorite kinds of breads, and I got him some, and the little stinker hasn't even eaten any yet this week. And I was like, okay, that's not going to waste. Not gonna let it. So yeah, I had one of those, and I don't know, I think it was too heavy for my stomach. Especially when you're not used to a ton of carbs like that, so. Okay. Then we'll ink that when it's a little drier. Okay, let's do this one. I still think this one's really cute. Yeah, we're gonna do it anyways. We're gonna say what the heck and do it anyways. However, we might go ahead and put that one on. I'm kind of just gluing, if that makes any sense. I'm not being overly picky, so to speak. Where they go. So what have you guys been up to lately? I can't honestly say that I've been up to too much. Just finishing up the taxes, and I mean, it's kind of right in time for me to do pollinized taxes, but you know. That one usually doesn't take me too long because I keep track of that pretty closely throughout the year, so. The biggest thing is like keeping track of the expenses. And I have a folder for that, so. And I did it in August, so I'm not actually that worried about it now. So it's just a couple more months to add to it, so it's all good. Ugh. Definitely time to clean the scissors. Then I was wondering, since I'm going to sew the cover, maybe I ought to sew the pockets too. Okay. Okay, so let's ink. Whew. It appears I used all of my talkativeness up in the last two videos, so that's usually a good indication that I should kind of wrap it up for the day. Plus I have house cleaning to do, you know. Ugh. Who likes to house clean? I like know nobody that likes to house clean. I mean, I like the way the house looks when it's clean. I just don't like to get it in that direction, right? So, just in case we need it. All right, now I'm gonna go ahead and glue them together, or no, I am not. I am not gonna glue them together because I am going to bring this out, and I'm just gonna go ahead and use the rest of this up today. So, and hopefully, I think I'm gonna have to get some water and hope it doesn't mess it up, right? It's getting a little too gooey. Didn't want to quite spread on the cover, huh? And I didn't wash my brush after that. Shh, tell no one. So it's probably not going to have the exact same effect as it does full strength, but it will still look cool no matter what. And you know what I didn't do? I didn't put my black ink on there. All right, we'll do it after, because I'll want to cover some of the edges anyhow, so. Boy, getting a lot of how not to do it action today, aren't you? I think if I slowed down, it would probably be a little better too. Okay, now I'm going to set this aside for a second. We will work on these little pieces here. Oops. Apparently it's messy Saturday, huh? I'm only going to just do really just the top half there because it's not really needed down further. Whereas this whole thing needs the whole front of it done, if that makes sense. And then same with this one. And then I'm going to pause the video on you so that these can dry. I'll come back. We'll glue these on and get the spine fabrics ready. And then from there, we will sew it and then put in the eyelets because I'm going to do a tie closure on it. I think I'll have to put that in a plastic bag just in case there's any other little ephemera that we want to do with it on there. Boy, messy, messy, huh? Okay, I'm going to leave those dry for a few minutes and I'll be right back, guys. Okay, so those are pretty much dry. So I'm going to get started on the spine stuff. I'm going to just clean it up a little bit. Just tearing maybe. Ugh, that's the problem with like some of the cheaper fabrics is that they don't rip as well these days. So I think I'm gonna make this one just over an inch for the spine. We'll see how it looks, and then if we need to change it, we will. Sorry, I was making sure I was recording because it didn't sound like it. Still can't really tell. I think it is. That would be really, 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 really bad if we didn't get it recorded, wouldn't it? Okay. I think that I'm going to sew that spine down. So we're just, yeah, come along with me and you'll see what I'm talking about, because apparently I'm just stuttery today. And really, I just want to get something that tacks it down, because I'm going to sew it on either side. And that is one of the reasons why I like using that Aleene's tacky glue, is because it does allow me a little bit of leeway, and it typically doesn't seep through the fabric. Yeah, I'm off a little bit. I might need a little bit more Aleene's. Well, and would you look at that? I put it right back in the same spot. What a goofball, huh? All right, I think I said it earlier. You're getting a whole lot of how not to craft. Okay, that's better. And I just, like I said, I just want it tacked down. I don't need it glued down solid, because I'm going to, not only is the signature going to go through there, it's also going to be sewed. So yeah, as long as it's just kind of tacked in place, that'll be good. Okay. And then we'll just match it up with the other side. Like so. Okay, and I'm not going to glue these pockets down, but I do want to see how they're going to look. To know, because I was thinking that I might put like to really make it pop and stand out, I may put like a fabric pocket, just a tad bigger on paper. Let's try it. Let's just see what we get. Find some scrap here. Let's get this out of the way. I don't know if I have any scrap of like a lighter color, at least handy. Nope, we're gonna need bigger than that. Okay, that one would work. work. Okay. So these are 5-inch, right? So we'd have to do like 5, let's do 5.5. Let's see how tall this one is about 2 3/4. So if we went 3 3.25, see how that would look. Yep. Okay, I like that. Okay, those are 5 and 3.5, so we want it like 4 by 5.5. Maybe these will be big enough. Did I say 4? 5.5. This one. Yep, that should do it. So instead of, I want it to kind of match the like ripped edge here. So I'm just going to take and rip this edge, and hopefully this is wide enough. If not, I know I have more black fabric in thing there, but I was kind of hoping to leave the frayed edges and glue this on. Excuse me. Sorry, I was focused. Forgot I was supposed to be talking. Okay, now those should disappear, but even if they don't, this should pretty well cover it. Okay, so we're going to build that pocket. So here in a minute, I'm going to pause the video again, and I'm going to sew around the very edges here, and then I'm going to sew around the edges here. I'll probably just sew this onto this piece right here, and then we'll glue it when we get to the other part, if that makes sense. Okay. right, so that should fit this one perfectly. And then once it's on the cover or the inside here, it'll stick out just a little bit over here, which I think I like. And it makes those stand out and gives me an extra pocket. Okay, perfect. All right, guys, I'm going to pause this and I will be back in just a few minutes to show you what it looks like sewed. Okay, guys, let's get this little thing finished up here. Got some strings to trim. This is kind of what this one turned out to be. I think it's super cute. And I slipped a little bit on the sewing there, but still cute, I think. Just trimming off a little bit there. Okay. And we need to trim it off on the spine too. And then I'll show you in detail what that other one looks like. When you sew it down through here, minus the couple of strings. So yeah, it just gives a little bit different look. And I don't, since I sewed it with black fabric or black thread, you might not be able to see it, but it just adheres pretty neat there. Okay, so let's get these glued in. And I think, yeah, I kind of really like that. The way it just kind of sets it apart. And I think I'm going to have to use my Fabri-Tac, which means I got to set it upside down for a minute, because that Fabri-Fix, it doesn't work for nothing. Like, I think I just got a bum bottle. Yeah, okay. Is it there? Yep, okay. So, yep, I'm going to have to go shopping, hopefully find some. Because it's down to the dregs. And then I think we will have time to get the signature sewed in. If we work fast. And by we, I mean me, because you're cheering me on, but okay. Pretty sure this is how I'm going to leave my signature. I've got all kinds of different things, and this time there's 21 pages in this one with some cardstock. So just get these fastened in. I'm going to use my handy little book cradle here. Amy at Crafty Cat sent me. I'm gonna kind of guess the middle. Okay. I think the last little bit of this is gonna work. I think there's just barely enough. Yep, it'll be close. It'll be very, very close. Which I'm super excited because I ended up using the entire thing with very little waste. Let's see if I can go this way a little bit with it. Okay, now let's get our closure pieces in. And then in the next video, we will just start decorating. And then I will get, I think what I'm going to do is put, I have to dig out my black fabric to make like long, like ripped edge closure there. But let's get this marked out. I just forget where my marks should be. So it's 4 3/4, 3/4, so 4. Okay. Sorry, I got distracted reading that ad. Okay. And this is kind of like a pewter. It's not quite black. It's pretty much the only thing I got left as far as like the dark colors there. Okay. Yep. All right. Very good progress, I think. All right, guys. Well, we will see you back tomorrow with the closure, and we're going to make some pockets, that sort of thing. How cool are these? I'm not going to lie. I think they're pretty cool. Yeah. All right. I will talk to you guys soon. Bye.